This is a memory palace for Sun Tzu's Art of War. By completing this memory palace, you will not only learn all of the aphorisms or phrases within the Art of War, but you will also be able to recall them by chapter and number because of how this memory palace is structured. Let me show you around. There are 13 chapters within the Art of War, so we have 13 different zones laid out within this memory palace. The first 5 chapters are over here on the left, arranged in a quincunx. The next 5 chapters are on the right, and the final 3 chapters are straight ahead. The first task in using this memory palace is to go through and learn the titles of the 13 chapters. This will unlock the instructor spots within each chapter. For example, Chapter 1 is on laying plans. I'm going to use a scroll, like architectural blueprints, to remind me that this space is for laying plans. Once I've placed this mnemonic, the instructor spots within the chapter unlock. At this point, I could start creating mnemonics for each aphorism within Chapter 1, but I recommend continuing to create mnemonics for the 13 chapters first. This will give you a big picture sense of the whole book before drilling down into the details. For example, Chapter 2 is on waging war, so here I have placed the mnemonic of a sword, which makes me think of the expression to put to the sword. Chapter 3 is the attack by stratagem, so here I have put a chess set to remind me of strategy. For Chapter 4, tactical dispositions, I have put an image of a thumbtack. Chapter 5 is energy, so here I have a lightning bolt. By starting with the chapters in this way, you can quickly learn the overarching structure of the Art of War. You'll also know the chapter numbers just by their position within the space. Once you have learned the overarching structure of the Art of War, you can begin to learn the details. Square pedestals stand within each chapter for each phrase or aphorism. Since some of the phrases are quite long, you may want to use multiple mnemonics to remember a given aphorism. Let's look at an example. Sun Tzu said, "The art of war is of vital importance to the state." Here I have put a heart to signify vital importance. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence it is a subject of inquiry which can on no account be neglected. Here I have a sickle for life and death, 2 roads for the road either to safety or to ruin, and a magnifying glass for the subject of inquiry. The art of war, then, is governed by 5 constant factors to be taken into account in one's deliberations when seeking to determine the conditions obtaining in the field. Here I have the 5 side of a die showing for the 5 constant factors. A field on top of the die reminds me of the conditions obtaining in the field. These are the moral law, heaven, earth, the commander, method and discipline. Here I have 5 images for the 5 factors mentioned: a compass for the moral law, a cloud for heaven, a globe for earth, a picture of Tony Leung as the commander Zhao Yun from the epic movie Red Cliff, and an abacus and brush for method and discipline, respectively. Once I have all my mnemonics in place, I need to practice going back and forth between the text and the memory palace to get to the point where I can recall all of the aphorisms correctly from memory. As the aphorisms are numbered within the text, we have used a quincunx structure within the memory palace to allow you to learn the aphorisms by numerical position. For example, if I wanted to remember the 8th aphorism of the first chapter, I would think to the 8th pedestal. This one is on the factor of earth. Earth comprises distances great and small, danger and security, open ground and narrow passes, the chances of life and death. You'll notice that some of these pedestals are gold in color to set them apart. These pedestals contain commonly quoted passages from the Art of War. For example, Chapter 118 reads, "All warfare is based on deception." This memory palace is available in Munx VR store. Munx VR is Linguisticator software for building memory palaces in 3D and virtual reality. Please see the description below for more information about our software and about our complete course in memory to learn how to build memory palaces for different subjects. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos of memory palaces in 3D and VR.